In this lesson, we'll be covering how to search the contents of a file as well as what pipes are and how to use them. To look for text within a file, you can use grep command. The format of a command is grep space and the pattern or a search term and followed by the file name that you are searching for the pattern in. Here are some options that you can use with a grep command. Hyphen I, it will perform a case insensitive search. Hyphen C, it will display the number of occurrences that it founds in a file. Hyphen N will precede the output with line numbers. Hyphen V will do an invert match. This returns that do not match the search pattern. Let me show all these things in a practical. Let me list. Here I am going to use secret.vs file. Let me list the contents which are present under secret.vs file. So these are all the contents present under this file. Now I want to search for the user by using grep command. Grep followed by the term which we are searching for and followed by the file name secret.vs. See, it is displayed. We have searched for the user and it given output for us. Now I want to search uh, the line which was present, the letter O. To do that, you need to run grep O and followed by the file name. See, it was displayed two lines. In these two lines, letter O was present. Now we have other case. Invert match. I don't want uh, the letter O lines which is present under this file and I need the remaining data. To do that, we need to do grep hyphen v. It will do invert match. And we also have an requirement that it display all the lines that do not contain letter O and followed by the file name. See, it displayed only the letters that do not match the letter O. Here, facebook.com and the confirmed was not displayed. Let me do wrong search by capitalizing the letter U in the user. Grep capital U and followed by the file name. You can see that no matches were found because of case insensitive. Let me use hyphen I to avoid this. Capital user secret dot VS. Now it returns a result with lowercase user. And we can also combine letter C to count the numbers. Here we got only one output, but in real time we may get many, right? So to get the count, we can use C. Click on enter. So it was displayed as 1. And if you want to know the number of the line, you can use M. See, this was the third. 1, 2, 3, third line. Okay, it was displayed as 3 and followed by the search term we have searched for. There are some clues as to what a file might contain. For example, some files will have a extension. If the file ends with .txt, then there may be a chances it's a text file. If a file has executable permission set, it might be an executable program. An easy way to determine the type of a file is to run file command against the file name. If it's a text file, then it will say that it will say text in the output of the command. Otherwise, it will display the other patterns. Binary file. A binary file is a file that it is in a machine readable format and not in a human readable format. If you run grep against the binary file, it will simply display whether the information was found or not in the file, but it will not display the text. To look all the binary data into the file, we need a command called string command. The vertical bar is called a pipe. You can chain two commands together with a pipe. The pipe takes the standard output from the preceding command and passes it to the standard input to the following command. If the first command displays the error messages, those will not pass to the second command by default. Error messages are displayed on standard error. If you want standard error to be passed as input to the command to the following pipe, you can redirect standard error to standard input. To do that, we have already covered the standard error concept in previous lessons. Please do and recheck. Here is a common pattern that you will see often in Linux. There are several commands that allow you to specify a file on the command line that is to be used for input. For example, with grep command, you can run grep followed by the pattern and then followed by and it uses the input. If you don't specify the file name, then the command will use the standard input. Grep pattern is same as the cat file pipe. Cat file pipe and then grep pattern. That's because cat displays the contents of a file on standard output and the pipe takes the standard output from the cat command and it will pass the standard input into the grep command. Since if no file name was specified for grep, it takes the standard input. The cut command allows you to select portions as a file or to cut out pieces of a file. Like grep, if file is omitted, cut will use standard input. Hyphen D. Hyphen D option for cut allows you to specify a field delimiter. And hyphen F will tells cut which field is to display. Let's do all this in practical. Here I'm using AWS server. So let me change the directory to bin. Oh, let me change to root first and then here we have bin. Now I want to search a term bin in the bin file. To do that, we can use the command as grep -I and the command is and the term is bin and followed by the file name. This is the file name. Click on enter. Oh, I haven't changed the directory cd bin. Let me run change. First, let me show the contents of your file. Cat lazy. See, it was displayed in a binary format. If you want to search, you can do grep -I and followed by the search pattern and then file name. What is the file name? DC cat. Click on enter. See, it was displayed. The text was in a binary. To get the binary files to the textual human readable format, you can use the command strings DC cat. See, before it was displayed in a binary format, but now it was converted to textual format. Now let me do a search. Before we have done one search, right? Let me do the one. And we need to combine two commands because we need to convert first from binary to textual, right? So to do that, strings bgcat, and we need to separate them by using pipe and grep I, and followed by the file name. Click on enter. Um, I think I gave wrong, yeah, string. See, it was displayed two lines. Let me see. Yeah, let me show again. Yeah, it will take the strings bgcat output as input to the grep command, and it displays a good result, exact results. Now, using a pipe command to chain these two together. Now we are using these two commands as an input, and let me pipe it into head command to display the count. Sorry, to print the first line, -1. See, it was printed the first line. Let's use a cut command. Click on up arrow button to repeat the same command and run, and followed head -1 followed by the cut command. Cut. -D is a delimiter. Here I'm giving space as a delimiter and followed by the F2, which means it will print the second line. Sorry, second word. See, it was cutted the remaining one and it was printed only the F2, which means second column. Let's say we want to find all users named with Bob in /etc/password. The /etc/password is a file just contains a list of all accounts on the Linux system. If you want to print each account name and their real name, but no other data, we want to print them in alphabetical order by account name, and we want to display them in tabular format. Let me show it in a practical way. Let me clear the screen. So let me list the contents which are present under this /etc/password file. Sorry, password file. These are all the contents which are present. Now, in all these contents, I need to search for the term VAS. So to do that, we need to use grep and followed by the search term and followed by the file name. See, it was displayed the three lines which were present, which was contained VAS pattern. Now, by using cut command to get, I need to cut the information which was displayed. Same pattern and followed by the pipe using cut -D as a delimiter. Here colon was a separator, which means delimiter, so I'm using the same thing. And I need to print F1 and then fourth column. Fourth column is the ID. Click on enter. See, it was displayed the first column and the fourth column. We can also sort them in alphabetical order. So to do that, we can use the command sort. Click on enter. It was sorted. And if you want to get rid of these columns, instead of columns, we can give spaces also by using tr command. So to do that, pipe tr. Now we have a delimiter as column, right? And I'm replacing with space. Click on enter. See, column was replaced with space. Still, if you want it in a tabular format, you can give the command as column -t. It was in a tabular format. Another common use of pipes is to control how output is displayed to your screen. To control to control the output, use a pager utility such as more or less. You have already used these commands on files directory, but keep in mind that they can take a redirector input as well. Let me show cat/etc password. These are all contents. By using less command also we can do. Yeah. To quit, you can use q. And this is same as less/etc password. So this is a situation where you couldn't use a less directly on your file. However, using the standard output of your previous command as a standard input for the less command is helpful. In this lesson, we learn how to search the contents of a file using grep command, how to determine a file's type using a file command, how to cut pieces of a file using a cut command, and how to translate using tr command, how to format output into columns with the column command. We also talked about the command more and less, which are pages. The important thing to note here is that there are many small commands that you can chain them together using pipes to do something very powerful and useful. See you in the next session.